Thanks for tuning in today, folks. Today we're going to be drawing over a live reference of a gorilla face to get to that American traditional style tattoo. And as always, I just jump straight in with my monoline pen in the calligraphy group. And I'm just going to point out some of the choices I'm making here. If you'll notice, I actually don't have the teeth lined up exactly with his teeth. I don't have the mouth as wide open or as flat as it is. I have the lower tusk teeth much longer as well. And I'm thickening up the lips a little bit to make them a little bit more American traditional, giving me the space to color them in and shade them. I've given him a uvula because, of course, that looks amazing. And you'll notice up on the left-hand side here, I do have some references up of some American traditional designs, and I'm using those to just kind of give me a base to go with as I am making choices about how to shape this guy. Right, like down here on the chin, I've given him a little bit of a butt chin there. Right now, I'm actually deciding how I want his shape of his cheeks to match up, because I don't want him to go exactly with the cheek he has. I want to give space so that those teeth at the bottom really poke out and make him look more aggressive, right? It's all about exaggerating little things. Like, for instance, up in the brow here, I'm actually giving him a double brow to make it look like he's even more aggressive and to line up with the furrow in the middle of his forehead. Those two lines, I guess we'll call them, give him even more differentiation in the middle of his head, and they fake a temple line that you would kind of draw on a human face so that you could see those temples, right? I've exaggerated in the neck, those muscle lines that he would have, and then now just to close it off, because I think it'll look good for the shading, I've given him a chain necklace. I don't know. I think it looks cool. A lot of American traditional is just kind of doing what you think looks awesome. I do this guy a little bit in reverse, where I throw in the color blocks first, because I wasn't really sure how I wanted to shade him. And notice how I've gotten rid of all the references, because I don't want those to cloud my judgment as I'm choosing where the blacks go in this piece. But one of the core focuses that I'm going to have is that notice how over on the right hand side there, I've got it really dark so that the cheek and the tooth poke out, right? I've got the black shading up against the other side of the cheek, the left side as well, so that there is a nice housing or framing of those lighter areas, and it will make them pop and stand out even more. You could say that I would want to bring that all the way up to the lower lip as well, but we want to have some gradients there, and so I have to do a skin break there in order to create that differentiation, because I started with the shading at the bottom of his chin. Now you're watching me just go through and throw in the highlight colors or skin breaks, and you'll notice I'm not using the 1/3 rule of 1/3 skin, 1/3 black, and 1/3 color, but everybody, we all have to make our own individual choices, and I do think there's enough skin breaks in this. And as you can see, there's all kinds of different colors you can choose. I've gone over how you can do that in the magic tool before, and it's absolutely great. If you keep everything on separate layers, you can just use a slider tool and absolutely dial in any color pattern that you want for your individual piece. That's what it takes to get yourself a nice custom American traditional tattoo if you're like me and you really like tracing over live references. I just think it gets you a more dynamic piece, and if you understand the rules of American traditional, of how to simplify things down, how to create your teeth, how to block in your black so that certain areas stand out, it really, really works out, and it makes sure that you have a much more individualized piece than looking at just tattoo references online. If you found this video useful at all, please give it a like, share it if you could, Comment down below if you want me to do anything else, or if you think I screwed up in any way, or even if you want to give me any encouragement. You guys are an awesome community. I really like talking with you folks, and thanks for spending time watching this video. Catch you guys in the next one.